So, you've decided you want to attempt the OSCP certification. You might be a new challenger who doesn't know the difference between HTTP and HTML, or a hacking veteran who can solve buffer overflow attacks faster than you can blink. Or you might be somewhere in between. Whichever you are, I can guarantee this path will not be easy. In this video, I won't show you any exploits or techniques, or how to pass the exam or complete the labs, but I will show you how to prepare yourself. OSCP, short for Offensive Security Certified Professional, is the certification you earn by passing Offensive Security's Pen 200 exam. Offensive Security are also the creators of Kali Linux, the most popular operating system for hackers. Pen 200 is known for being notoriously difficult, and its exam is a 48-hour gauntlet of 3 standalone exam machines and an Active Directory set, which was newly released in early 2022. I'd estimate that the total exam prep time can range from 3 to 500 hours in total, depending on your skill level and learning capabilities. So if you're going for this, you'd better be prepared to spend that much time.
Let's do this.
Now that you understand what you're going up against, let's get into the mentality side of things. Offensive Security, the creators of the OSCP certification, hold a very straightforward belief about the mentality expected of its challengers. You will always hear them say one phrase repeated ad nauseum, a mantra of sheer determination. Try harder. Offsec is so serious about this mantra that they created, of all things, a reggae song about trying harder. I'm not gonna lie, I think this whole try harder thing is a little bit goofy.
Lord.
I mean, yeah, try harder and all, but it's unclear how you should actually do that. I firmly believe that the best mentality to have is not to try harder, but to try smarter. If you keep detailed notes, which I'll talk about later, you can look at what you could have missed and try those things instead of wasting your time on rabbit holes. I also think there's no shame in giving up like a little bitch and looking at the solution once you think you've tried everything. This lets you learn a lot faster than meaninglessly struggling to come up with ideas, as you'll add the solution to your notes afterwards regardless, which lets you save time. However, be sure to actually try the solution yourself after you look at the answers. It's also a good idea to get 8 hours of sleep right before the exam so that you're not tired when you're taking it. Okay, so you've decided to attempt the Pen 200 course and OSCP certification for the first time. What should you do to get started? I'll walk you through what I think is the best option, but there are many ways to prepare effectively. I think a good first step to doing the OSCP is to not do the OSCP.
But what the hell, boy?
What I mean to say is, there's lots of great content for free or relatively cheap online that can help you prepare.
That's pretty good.
I would first recommend completing TCM Security's Practical Ethical Hacking course, which can be purchased for $30. There is also a free version on his YouTube channel, but the paid one is a lot more extensive. This also contains a lot of the required Active Directory content you need to know for the new 2022 version of the exam. Once you're finished with that, complete the Windows and Linux privilege escalation courses also offered by TCM. These 3 courses alone cover a huge majority of the concepts you need to know for the OSCP, and I thought Heath Adams did a fantastic job with explaining concepts. Links to his channel and the TCM Academy website will be in the description. I'm not sponsored by him in any way, I just really like his stuff. He also has an excellent buffer overflow tutorial that I would recommend if you also want to learn how to do that for the exam. Once you've done all that, a good second step is to do some boxes on Hack the Box. Hack the Box is a lab environment where you can mess around with a bunch of different lab machines, and it's completely free to use. However, I recommend purchasing a VIP subscription, which is $14 per month at the time of this video. This allows you access to all of the retired HTB machines, each of which have tutorials and guides available for them, unlike the active boxes. While doing any machine, make sure you're taking detailed notes. I also recommend checking out Ippsec's YouTube channel. He has tons of detailed solutions for retired HTB machines. A good strategy is to try the box yourself and go to Ippsec's walkthrough whenever you get stuck, and then repeat this process until you root the box. Okay, so if you've done those 3 TCM courses and rooted some retired Hack the Box machines, and you still want to do the OSCP certification, then the next step is to sell one of your organs on the black market, because this course is offered at the low price of $1,500.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's not exactly cheap. Once you purchase the course, you get access to a PDF of the course materials as well as 90 days of lab access. So, you've purchased your OSCP course. What should you do first? While there are many options to choose from, I believe the first step when getting your lab access for the first time should be to grind through the PDF and do the extra point challenges. Offensive Security made these a lot easier to complete in their most recent version than when I took the exam, and successful completion of these challenges will afford you an extra 10 points on the exam. Let me explain why this is huge. The way the OSCP exam works is there's 6 total boxes. 3 of them are in the Active Directory set, and 3 of them are standalone machines. The AD set is worth 40 points, and each standalone machine is worth 20 points, 10 from user and 10 from root. You need 70 points to pass the exam. That means that if you get stuck on the Active Directory portion, with the extra 10 points you can still pass the exam by doing the 3 standalone boxes completely. Likewise, if you complete the AD set and a standalone box but are stuck on the other 2, it also lets you pass. So suck it up, do the challenges, and your future self will thank you. You have to complete 30 Pen 200 labs in order to get the extra 10 points on the exam. The downside to the Pen 200 labs is that, unlike Hack the Box, if you get stuck, you're stuck. That said, the lab machines only have you use techniques that are covered in the PDF, which narrows down the possible options somewhat. If you use the same techniques you learned from your Hack the Box solves and previous courses, you should be totally fine on these labs. So, it's finally time to take the exam. What should you do? How should you prepare? As long as your notes are thorough enough and you've refined your methodology, it should be relatively straightforward. In addition to getting the necessary 70 points to pass, you also must write a very long and thorough report about your findings in the following 24 hours after you take the exam. Having a precise, meticulous, and methodical way of note-taking and organization is huge, and never underestimate the amount of time it takes to write the report. It took me 10 total hours to write mine. I strongly recommend using either OneNote or Cherry Tree for your reporting, and TCM extensively covers note-taking methods in his course. Once you get the 70 required points and pass your exam, I recommend you reset all of the exam machines and go through them again using only your notes. If you've taken good notes, this should be easy peasy. Make sure you have all your screenshots and commands laid out really organized so that it's easy to write your report later. Those are my personal tips for passing the OSCP exam. If you have any further questions, please comment down below and I'll try and answer them. Thanks for watching. Cheers, everyone.
Welcome to Offsec certification. Penetration. Test. Better than the rest. This one dedicated to all those who complete the Offsec certification. The ones who not fight and not waver. The ones who try hard or get brave. You must not fail, you must not nigga the bus. Try harder, you must.